Hi, my name is Brian Jenkins, and I'm the director and producer of Answering the Call. My film is about my uncle's travels to Selma in 1965 after Bloody Sunday, as well as the state of voting rights today in America. So Desktop Documentaries recently asked me if I would be interested in doing a short video talking about some of the cameras and equipment I chose to make this film. First and foremost, I think starting out a documentary or a project like this, you have to choose which type of camera you're going to use, and I think for most people it's DSLR or a conventional film camera. For this film, I chose to work with DSLRs. We used for camera A, a Canon 70D, and then camera B, a Canon T5i. And the reason I chose those was really, I think for most of it came down to price and budget. And I know that there's a big debate between crop sensor versus full frame, and I personally didn't feel that the extra money that I had to spend for something like a 5D or a GH4 or the Sony A7 was worth the extra investment for this film. So going back to camera A, I chose to pair that with a Sigma 18 to 35 millimeter lens. And I think that most people are aware, that are watching this will be aware of that lens. Came out a few years ago, and in the world of filmmaking with DSLRs seems to be, in crop sensor cameras, seems to be the go-to lens for everybody. And I found to have just incredible results that really went far beyond my expectations. For an entire camera setup of under $2,000 with the body and lens, I don't think I could have asked for more. I think the most surprising thing I found with these cameras was the performance of the T5i. We generally use the T5i with the 50mm Canon lens, and many of those shots I think really came out almost better than some of the 70D with the Sigma lens, and I was really impressed with that for a setup that's really well under $500 for the lens and the body. I don't think you can do better than that. So in addition to the Canon 70D and the Canon T5i, we implemented a third camera, a DJI Phantom 3 Professional. I chose this drone really, I purchased about a year ago, and there wasn't it seems like in the last 6 months the market's been flooded with a lot of other options. But I was really happy with the performance of this. I will say that when I first purchased this, I experimented a bit with shooting 4K versus HD, and I found the 4K files to just be really, I mean, like anybody shooting 4K, really big. And since I wasn't shooting 4K with our other cameras, I chose to shoot all of our aerial in HD. So I think I paid a little bit of a premium for a 4K camera, so I would recommend anybody watching this, weighing that in, that you do pay a little additional, you pay an extra charge for the 4K camera. I think that these Phantom drones are great for sweeping aerials, but I have found that like when you try to zoom in and get closer on a subject, you can get a little bit more of a fisheye kind of GoPro lens look, and it's less than ideal. But I think, I think for just shooting, like I said, just landscapes, I think this is more than enough, and really came through for us. I would recommend though, I think after shooting a feature film and implementing this for the aerials, I would recommend other filmmakers to consider heavily going with the Inspire Pro with the X5 camera. It's about twice as expensive, but that comes with a micro four thirds camera with a detachable lens that just has a lot more options, and from like A/Bing footage online, I think the picture quality is night and day. Thanks for taking the time to check out this video. I hope you enjoyed it. For more information on my film, the website is www.answeringthecallselma.com. And thank you to Desktop Documentaries for asking me to do this, and for hosting a great website and a great resource for indie filmmakers.